Hello, my name is Harold Freitag and I am the market manager at Autoadapt. Today I'm happy to show you and demonstrate how to use the milford lift. Please notice that I'm not going to focus on the benefits and the whens and why to use it, but merely I'm going to focus on how to use it. To my help, I have our product trainer, Christer Horn. Those of you who already know Christer will know that Christer is 190, so he's a tall guy and weighing 90 kilos. So obviously he's not the best person to demonstrate any solution. However, you will see it's possible to use Christer as well. So, coming to the milford lift, the first part for you to see is that the only thing that we have installed inside the vehicle is the milford mounting bracket. Please see the installation videos for more information on how to install this platform. Secondly, we have a nice looking bag, including all the material that we're going to use to demonstrate the milford lift. Inside this bag, we have, first of all, the main part of the milford lifting beam. This milford lifting beam has one cable to connect into the mounting bracket and two fittings here fit on. Please make sure to have the cable in here. Here we go. Now it's completely installed. Please make sure to turn off the main power switch so that you don't accidentally move the milford while installing. The second part is the lifting arm, which smoothly goes inside the lifting beam fixings and freely rotates around the beam. Finally, the last part to mount is this the spreader joke, which is for attaching the sling. Also, this is freely rotable around the arm. Please note that we also have a cover for the spreader arm if that should be needed, but for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to show that to make it easier for you to see all the details. So, having mounted the complete milford lift, the next step is to apply the sling onto the user. When applying the milford sling, please, Christer, come forward. This is obviously the most important part to apply the sling in a correct way to make the entering inside the vehicle being a comfortable experience for the user. Firstly, let's put the sling around Christer's back and ask the user to bend a little bit forward so that I can get the sling all the way down the back. Please be careful that some users might not be able to hold the balance. Putting Christer back in place, let's the parts of the sling which will go under the leg, take that along the leg side, stretch it, other side as well, and here please just make sure that you have the same length on both sides to ensure that you're going to be in a comfortable position. Next step is that normally this might also be better to put on the brakes before you put on the slings for safety reasons. And the next step is that I'm going to lift up Christer's knee so that I can place the sling underside his leg. While doing this, it is extremely important that you don't have that the sling doesn't go in double layers. Otherwise, there might be pressure problems, which will be very uncomfortable for the user. Same for the right-hand side. So now, as a sling is properly attached to Christer and we have ensured but we have no wrenched double layer parts that might be hurtful to the user, we put Christer into position to the milford lift. Here, place and make sure that you go as far, as close to the lift as possible, and then lower the lift down. Turn on the main power, the main switch, and go down to make it easier to apply the sling. So, Christer, while we're doing this, I also want us to be sure that we have the right position, the right length for the sling, which can be adjusted with these straps. Here it is important to see if the person is leaning backwards too much. We might need to shorten the length of the chest sling straps, or if the feet go up too much, we can increase the length of the leg sling part. So now, with the straps from the sling attached to the spreader yoke, we can start the lifting procedure. Start lifting Christer up here. Going up, lifting Christer's feet above the threshold, something like here. We can start pushing Christer inside the vehicle by turning around this pivot point. For pushing Christer inside, you could either go on the beam, but you are more helped by using your body weight and pushing from the back of Christer, on Christer's back. Always be certain that the angle of the spreader yoke is going to tell you the direction where you're going. As Christer now is indeed a larger, tall fellow, I can help him getting inside even more by leaning him a little bit. So now, as we're inside, we can lift Christer up a little bit more to be totally free from the seat and get him in position backwards onto the seat by pressing his knees backwards. If pressing his knees is not an option, we can also use the strap on the sling to pull him backwards into the optimal seat position. Now lower Christer down all the way until he sits comfortably in the seat. You all right so, Christer?
Yes.
Very well. Detach the sling straps. And dismount the milford lift. As in order to drive for a safe ride, you certainly need to dismount the milford lift while driving. Turn off the main switch. So, in order to ride safely in the vehicle, we recommend the user to take away this, the milford sling while riding the car. So, the opposite way, start lifting the feet and pull away the leg part of the sling, put the legs in the right position and lean the person forward, and then we can just slide the milford sling out of the vehicle. And now, to help Christer out of the vehicle and into his wheelchair, we will do the same procedure the opposite way. Start with mounting the milford lift again. Connect the power and mount all the complete parts of the milford lift.